clearly got this. Bro, when I tell you Miles on his piece of cues, he was folding the sick Goblin, bro. Man was out here beating the god shit out of this man. Like, it's insane. Bro, Miles was just bodying him, bro. Frame freaking one, just absolute eviscerating him. Squad! Woo! How's it going, Squad Nation? It is your boy, and today we are back once again with more Ultimate Spider-Man. And today we're going to be talking about the return of OG Peter Parker and all of his gloriousness and this crazy ass storyline that a lot of people has been dunking on. I'm sorry, like I've been seeing this storyline get so much hate, and so many people are taking so much out of context from this story. Like, there is some fair criticism. I will say there is some fair criticism. However, the hate on this is completely ridiculous, and there's there's like some noble takes I want to get into, but I'll save it like towards the end of this video. So, without further ado, before we actually get into this story, let's back up a bit and talk about, what's been going on as of late after the last story, where my man Miles literally got his old mom killed thanks to freaking Venom and stuff like that. Man took a whole year off of being Spider-Man, did the whole Spider-Man No More shit, took a whole year off it, but he got back on his horse, and now he got a cute freaking girlfriend, He actually formed his own little Spider-Man, superhero team, basically, All is good, He's having fun, and speaking of the girlfriend, Shawty has been eyeing up on Miles since day freaking one, so at this point, my girl Shawty deserves it, Katie freaking Bishop, for those that don't know the name. But yes, and pretty much the relationship is going so freaking good that Miles is prompting to pretty much reveal his identity as being Spider-Man. But he needs a little bit of a second opinion on this. So he decides to go to the one of Peter Parker's closest and pretty much literally ex-girlfriend, Mary Jane Watson, and get her perspective on things because, as we all know, for the guys that didn't know, Peter revealed his secret identity to MJ. She was actually the first person to, not the first person to know, God no. She was the first person that Peter revealed it to. There you go, yes. She was the first person that Peter revealed his powers to, revealed his whole secret identity and stuff like that. And she pretty much she pretty much did a good job of keeping his secret hidden. Somewhat, but stuff like that. And, Mary Jane was telling, Miles, do your own thing, vice versa. And she also gave a little bit of somewhat of experience of what it was like to, knowing Peter's identity and the thing that came with it, IQing the reenactment of the night of Gwen Stacy's death type B, her ass getting thrown off a damn bridge. But yeah, so after, getting a pretty much a second opinion, my man Miles goes back to his cribbo, trying to, get his mind right on trying to, dealing with, trying to reveal his secret identity thing. And guess who pops up in this man's crib, literally looking for his old web shooters? Yes. Peter freaking Parker. The ultimate OG is back, brother. And Miles' face is just priceless. Man is like, what in the... and no shit, bro literally cursed. He literally said, what in the fuck, bro? Like, and Peter is literally like, pull a whole Captain America language moment. Like, bro, like, freak. And Miles like, say, F you language, what the fuck? How are you still alive in type B? And Peter's out here really deflecting the question and just saying, listen, buddy, I just came to get my web shooters and, all that good shit. But Miles just keeps on pressing my man Pete to, like, you know what I'm saying, get the 401 on this. And this is where Peter just, like, basically just borderline just snaps. He's just like, listen, kid, I don't know who the heck you are, what you is, vice versa. I just came from my web series. And plus, I don't even know why you even decided to pick up the mantle of being Spider-Man to begin with. And yet, my man Miles is like, well, guess what? Most of the support of your supporting cast, such as Aunt May, Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane, Nick Fury, damn near everybody wanted me to be Spider-Man. Wanted me to have this great power and great responsibility type beat, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I even went as far as to try to dedicate this whole role, since I feel responsible for your death in some way, shape, and format. But Peter's really just not having any of it. He just wants his web series back, and he's like, listen, buddy, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to get the fuck away from me before I start throwing hands. But Miles was quick on his thinking, bro, because, bro, in that instant, Miles Lee hits this man with the freaking Venom Blast, and bro is got shocked. Frame freaking one, and Peter's like, yo, what the frick? I didn't know you could do that. And bro's like, and then Miles like, yeah, it's one of my superpowers. And Peter's like, okay, now fucking just how the fuck you got a freaking Venom Blast, but I don't? Then we get bit by the freaking same genetically altered spider that bit us, and bro's like, I think it was a different genetically altered spider, you know what I'm saying? Because mine had like a number 42 on there, while yours probably had freaking 0, maybe, who the frick knows? And B's like, okay, cool. But all this was just a way of freaking pretty much distracting Miles. Bro literally just sucker punches the heck out of him, and then proceeds to... But before he actually lands the final blow, he basically says, listen, kid, I love that the fact that you know what I'm saying, you're president of my fan club, but I'm just here to tell you now, I basically asked you a billionth time nicely to give me what the fuck I want. But we had to do shit the hard way, and bro just knocks Miles out. Miles wakes up, Pete's obviously gone with the web shears, obviously, and you know what I'm saying, Miles is pretty much just confuzzled of what the fuck just happened, and pretty much then layer pieces up all together that, oh shit, maybe this Peter Parker's a freaking clone or something like that. Or it's either that or he was from another freaking dimension, which around this point in time, Miles has already been affiliated with the 616 version, aka the mainline universe's Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, that's a whole other video in itself. Alright, we're talking about this one right here. So, at first, he pretty much wanted to conclude on that whole lingo, but then Miles like, it has to be a clone. There's no other explanation. It's got to be a freaking clone, right? And Miles is pretty much trying to wrap his head around it and try to find Peter, or even not only try to find Peter, but also try to pretty much explain this whole situation to Peter's supporting classes and Aunt May and Gwen Stacy. Eventually, Miles decides to say, you know what, let me put this on the back burner. I got too much on my plate. Let me go on ahead and not ask my girl out, reveal my secret identity. So he basically reveals the secret identity to Katie Bishop that he is indeed Spider-Man, and that didn't go as well as he had hoped. So Charlie like deadass ran the frick away. So that's nice. But that problem's basically taken care of. Next problem now he has to deal with is pretty much Peter Parker. But sadly, Miles got another problem. And that problem is the green freaking Goblin. Of course, the fucker is back. Yes, he's alive. He always comes back. That's literally his whole fucking shtick at this point. Like, this man has been dead one too many times and he always freaking comes back. It's no surprise that he's still freaking alive and shit. In S.H.I.E.L.D.'s custody, no less. And, bro, at this point, I'm surprised that S.H.I.E.L.D. is even holding this man in custody. Like, bro, just put this man on freaking, like, I don't freaking know. death row, give him the chair, death by lethal injection, something, anything at this point. Because, bro, like, after the amount of shit and atrocities this man has done, bro, what? Come on, bruh. Just end him. Just end him, please. And of course, man, obviously, they don't do that. They transport him to wherever. But obviously, man breaks out and literally just goes to his whole abandoned Oscorp freaking facility and get some of his, Goblin serum and shit and get ready for another freaking, war. Basically, probably to track down freaking the new Spider-Man and shit like that. Not only that, but also basically to burn the fucking world, which is pretty much Goblin's whole obsession at this point. Now it's about trying to pretty much kill Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man is also about to, he wants to burn the fucking world. He wants to scorch the earth. So Miles now has to not only deal with Peter Parker, but also the Green Goblin. But first he needs to find freaking Peter Parker, because if the Goblin's back, then obviously the Goblin probably is going to find Peter Parker if he even thinks that Peter Parker is still alive. So Miles goes to Queens, obviously can't turn anything up, but bro, the Goblin, bro, this man somehow pulls up to this man's Peter Parker's old house as well. It's the past what's the term? The past repeating itself, because basically now Miles is now fighting in the exact same place where Peter made his ultimate last stand against the freaking Goblin. And bro, after just exchanging wits of quips and all kinds of jokes, Miles and Goblin are pretty much scrapping each other, and Miles looking like he's pretty much winning, but again, it's looking like a blast from the past, as Goblin is looking like he about to pretty much get the upper hand here. This is pretty much being televised everywhere. Both Miles and Peter's supporting cast are pretty much watching this unfold, and looking like my man Miles is about to pretty much, kick the bucket with fighting freaking Goblin. But then we got my man Pete, bro, coming through the smoke and saying, "Hey, listen, Gobby. Hi, how you doing? It's been a while. Now, before you try to end my freaking president of my freaking fan club, if I want a rematch with your ass again, because apparently a lot of people have been saying that you're the one who killed me, but in reality, it was I who killed you. So let's hash this out once again, mano y mano." I tell you, everybody was surprised at this moment, bro. Every freaking body was surprised, man. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, Jameson's throwing his lid. Gwen and Aunt May are completely, like, just shock and awe. MJ is looking throughout her goddamn window. Genki is like going crazy, and Katie is just crying, bawling of tears at this point, because now Shai is about to witness her whole boyfriend die, thanks to a monstrosity as this, even though that Shai literally just downright ran away from this man, right? Peter pretty much, this bro is out here manhandling Goblin. Bro is manhandling this man like crazy. Just all hands, no stops, no brakes, all gas. This man's just going crazy on Goblin, bro. Just webbing him up, bro. Even Goblin is literally confused on how the fuck this man's still breathing, right? Still drawing breath. But Peter ain't having none of that shit, right? Eventually, Miles gives this man Green Goblin a love tap and basically electrocutes this motherfucker. And the Goblin actually runs away. You know what I'm saying? He runs away. Miles and Peter gets confronted by the freaking cops. All guns are trained on them. Pretty much Aunt May and Gwen can't believe their eyes that Peter's alive. They're alive. He's alive and well, but Aunt May knows that's her nephew. Her nephew's back from the dead. How, where, we'll get to that, right? Miles and Peter make their freaking escape, though they both go separate freaking ways, with Miles getting shot in the leg and Peter just swinging off. Okay, I will say though, one of the wildest takes that a lot of people did say is that him saying that this is a little bit of our character for Peter, is that Peter literally just basically left Miles for dead. It was so fucked up, honestly. But like I said, that's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna save that towards the end, you know what I'm saying, because I got a lot to say about that, along with everything else of other takes that a lot of people have been saying. So, yeah. Anyways, Miles just outright just pretty much in camo, just trying to like walk through the crowd while holding a freaking bloody leg, literally. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, he gets picked up with Detective Maria Hill, who was actually an ex-SHIELD agent, you know what I'm saying? And I never really talked as much about her, but she's very prominent in the Ultimate comics, specifically within Miles Morales' comics. And Shawty pretty much, you know what I'm saying, she pretty much knows that Miles is Spider-Man and stuff like that, and she pretty much, like, you know what I'm saying, knows the 401 and stuff like that. So basically, Miles cleans up his wound, and Miles pretty much, you know what I'm saying, has a feeling he knows where Peter is. So he decides to go on ahead and visits none other than Mary Jane's place. And though that Mary Jane was trying to hide the fact that Peter's at her cribbo, Peter pretty much just makes it known that, Shawty, you good, alright? I'll take it from here. The man deserves answers, might as well give it to him, right? So after a constant back and forth of trying to get answers, and MJ trying to pretty much defend or pretty much speak for Peter in this situation, Peter pretty much just tells Miles, like, listen, man, if I was a clone, or whatever you want to call me, because that was one of the things that Miles was constantly asking, man, are you a clone, or are you the real deal? Peter literally says, if I was a clone, would I remember partial of my memories, none of my memories, or all of my memories? And Miles is like, okay, what do you freaking remember? And Pete literally says, I fucking remember everything. I remember everything that's happened in my life. How I got bit by the genetically altered spider, my childhood before that, becoming Spider-Man, getting the girl, fighting all my supervillains, Venom, Doc Ock, the works, you name it, the whole clone saga I had to deal with again. That is a whole other video in itself. But yeah, Peter pretty much tells Miles that he pretty much remembers everything, and I just gotta say, the shot where Peter is basically just, like, basically has his hands out while the spider is, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that piece of artwork, just peak art. Anyways, I'm done geeking out about that. But anyways, then Peter just cuts away all the way up to his death, and then Peter then just says, then out of nowhere, I just wake up. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, he wakes up in this, like, on a steel table in this abandoned warehouse somewhere in Atlanta. Crazy enough. And Peter basically just can't find anything, you know what I'm saying? The whole place pretty much, like, it looked like pretty much, like, everyone just ran out in a hurry. Like, they took up as much equipment as they can. All files and computers were deleted, corrupted, files were destroyed, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Nothing could be found. No truth, no nothing. Bro basically is just, you know what I'm saying, all there's left is just basically breadcrumbs. You know what I'm saying, right? But at this point, that's not what Peter really pretty much cares about, finding answers in this whole facility. At this point, he just wants to get back home, back to Queens, back to New York City. And he finds Mary Jane, and let's just say the reunion was, it was something, alright? Emotional at its finest. And then Peter went on ahead to dig up his own grave. And the casket was empty. So, as far as Peter is aware, he is officially himself. He is the real deal and stuff like that. And he pretty much then just goes on ahead to apologize to Miles about his behavior from before and stuff like that. And in reality, Peter really even goes on ahead and says that he doesn't want to be Spider-Man anymore. He doesn't want, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't want to, deal with the whole, like, superhero stick, because Miles is clearly, you know what I'm saying, took up the mantle and is doing a pretty good job, you know what I'm saying? the only real reason why he asked for his web shooters back is because of the web formula that of the original concept was, was originally made by Richard Parker, his father. So pretty much the webs and the web shooters pretty much are like the only last link to his deceased father, you know what I'm saying? So he was pretty much just going to take his web shooters and just, figure the rest out along the way and stuff like that. Eventually, Aunt May pretty much comes into the fold and stuff like that, and all this other stuff like that. And Aunt May just questions Peter, like, why? And even Gwen, why you kept this secret? Why you didn't, reveal yourself sooner, or blase, you know what I'm saying? Because it was later also revealed in the comic that Peter showed up during the whole situation where they had this whole, memorial service for Peter, stuff like that. And Peter literally said, I couldn't put y'all through it again, because, again, like I said, another reason why Peter wanted to, quit being the superhero for good is because being Spider-Man, even though that what he did was good for the world, it caused massive pain, not just to himself, but also to those around him and his loved ones. So he pretty much, plus with Miles taking up the mantle, was there need for him to be Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, this whole massive heartwarming reunion is cut massively short because the fucking Green Goblin also pops up, bruh. And But before the Green Goblin pops up, I want to say one other situation that also happens, and that is the dealing with the Goblin and J. Jonah Jameson. We actually kind of get somewhat of an understanding of context of what the frick about everything, how the hell Peter's alive, and how the heck Green Goblin's alive, and how he's been staying alive after he's been dead so many times. And through this J. Jonah Jameson and Norman Osborn interview, Norman pretty much concludes that it's all thanks to the Osborn that's running through both Peter's veins, possibly Miles' veins, and Norman's veins, considering how many times this man has came back to life. And it's revealed that through the Oz formula, that though that, Peter, Miles, Green Goblin, they both got the extraordinary powers, but it had like a lingering side effect through the Oz, that is immortality. And that's the only explanation to put it, since Peter somehow magically came back to life, and now Goblin's been alive, came back to life after being killed so many times, and vice versa, So, and also throughout this entire interview, pretty much Norman just wants to, his plans doesn't end with Spider-Man. No. It's just a start. He just wants to burn, like I said, he wants to burn everything, scorch the earth, because like I said, for those that don't know, the whole reason why the Osborn even came to be in existence is because it was a direct, way to pretty much create the super soldier serum. It always goes back to the super soldier serum of how Captain America got his powers and stuff like that. So, but obviously he felt wronged in a way, because after he pretty much created, the Oz formula, so many government, the government wanted to keep it all hush-hush, wanted to steal his work, blah, blah, blah. So he wants to just basically destroy the earth, scorch it, burn it, then create a whole utopia out of it. And right mid-sentence, bro, J. Jonah Jameson came with the Glock and put some rounds in this man, Goblin. But as we know, that shit didn't do shit. Bro literally came back to life afterwards and said, "You really thought that them bullets was actually gonna do some shit, bruh." And Jameson's like, "How are you still alive?" And Norman's like, "Have you been paying attention, good old buddy? I'm immortal, bitch." And bro fries Jameson's head off. Bro, I'm sorry. That was a brutal way to go for Jameson. So anyways, back to Green Goblin showing up on freaking Mary Jane's freaking front porch. Peter's about ready to like go throw the hands with Goblin again, but Miles is like, no, take care of your family, all right? I got this. So Miles clearly got this. Bro, when I tell you Miles was on his piece of cues, he was folding this man Goblin, bro. Man was out here beating the god shit out of this man. Like, it's insane, bro. Miles was just bodying him, bro. Frame freaking one, just absolute eviscerating him, bro. Frame freaking one, but the Goblin just keeps on getting back up, bro. Like, I don't even understand it. Like, bruh, this man, Goblin was even trying to talk some shit like, I'm your father, boy. I created you and Peter Parker. Me, you're my personal inventions. But bro, Miles is like, bro, shut the fuck up and cast these hands. Bro, the fight is going crazy. Peter finally actually goes in for a little team up action, you know what I'm saying? You know, but obviously, once again, Miles, you know what I'm saying, he's holding it down. Even one time, Goblin was trying to freaking fly away, but Miles like, nah, bitch, where the fuck you going? Get back to ground earth, bitch. And bro, like, it was, the whole fight was just immaculate. Okay, when I say it was immaculate. And eventually, Goblin is just put out of his misery, and even Peter confirms that bro just died, apparently. So, Detective tells all of them to get the heck out of here. She'll take care of, you know what I'm saying, all the crazy shit, right? And right before she basically puts another round in Osborn and burns this body alive. Again, whatever good that did. But crazy enough, we don't see Norman after all this, you know what I'm saying? Not after this storyline and nothing. Like, bro is apparently considered dead after this, which is insane. But obviously, we both know that Osborn is fucking still alive. He's immortal. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Possibly is Peter and Miles and stuff like that. But while, you know what I'm saying, after, you know what I'm saying, Peter and Miles and everybody get into, like, you know, a secluded private area, Peter pretty much tells everyone that, you know what I'm saying, he has to get out of New York City. He tries to find some way to piece everything together, you know what I'm saying? How his existence even came to be, vice versa. He tells them that he'll be back one day, but you know what I'm saying? We'll see. And also, he also gives the proper blessings to Miles Morales. Tells him, like, yo, you earned it, kid. You know what I'm saying? You're a Spider-Man. Do your thing. Great power, great responsibility. Spider-Man for life. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And, hey, bro. I mean, to be fair, Miles already got his blessings from the mainline universe as Peter Parker, but now he got it from, you know what I'm saying, his own universe as Peter, which is, 2 pluses. Let's go. And, you know what I'm saying, all's good, you know what I'm saying? Miles is officially Spider-Man. He's finally got, you know, the props the reputation they got, you know, the rep. It's all good. The guy's flowers, right? But, obviously, the whole speech of Peter saying that he'll be back one day, that, you know what I'm saying, he'll try to figure everything out, that was basically a bull-faced lie. After Peter and obviously MJ pretty much met during that emotional reunion that I basically told y'all and showed off, basically, Peter and MJ pretty much were dead set on saying that, you know what I'm saying, let's just leave this whole life behind us, you know what I'm saying, no more Spider-Man, no more any of this crazy shit, just you and me and whatever the future holds riding off into the freaking sunset. And I'm not gonna lie, that was by far my favorite absolute fire ending for Peter Parker. That's pretty much the end of the whole entire storyline as a whole. Now, again, like I said, this was pretty much one of the most controversial storylines on the media as of right now, because a lot of people have been giving complete hate to it, and a lot of people just can't stand this storyline, apparently. Personally, me, I love this storyline because it not only gives, like, well, obviously, I mean, for let's be real, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. He is Spider-Man, who, no matter what racist people online has been saying, Miles Morales is Spider-Man, and just with Peter pretty much giving my man his flowers and blessings and stuff like that, pretty much just doubles down on that fact. He already, again, like I said, he already got it from 616 counterpart. Now he got it from his original universe's counter. You know what I'm saying? His own universe is Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? Not only does Miles, finally become like, now he's officially the main Spider-Man is in this universe. Peter gets a happy ending. He gets to finally freaking retire from the life of Spider-Man and just ride off in the sunset with MJ, and that's amazing. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the massive takes, one of the wild takes that a lot of people have been saying that, oh, this is not my Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? He acts so out of character. And when they say that, they're talking mainly. Some of them talk about mainly the either Peter basically snapping out Miles during the first interaction and stuff like that. Keep in mind, Peter has always been a loose cannon. This is who he is, okay? He's always had a hot temper, a short fuse, you know what I'm saying? Way back in the freaking beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is him at his core. Hell, even 616 throws his lid at one point or another, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not out of character, Peter. This is exactly who he is. Far none. So the fact that a lot of people will say that he was out of character because he snapped at Miles is ridiculous. And one thing and also the thing that people say that's out of character from Peter is that why you just take Miles' web shooters, which is Peter's original web shooters, instead of making new ones. Again, like I said, those web shooters that he basically specifically made were based off of his father's original design and, you know what I'm saying, and formula. So those held very big significance to him. You know what I'm saying? So what the frick? So yeah, and I know a lot of people, and I know this storyline again. This is where the fair take and argument comes in, is that with the revival storyline, it did downplay. Well, really not downplay, but it kind of like it pretty much took away some of the significance of Peter's death. And while I do see it, I don't wholeheartedly agree with it, because again, the death of Peter still happens. It still happened, and Peter, like, heck, even like once he finally came back, like, Peter didn't just after he magically came back, he said, okay, Miles, take a step back, I'm gonna be Spider-Man, or he was gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, try to protege him or anything like that. No. Because one, Peter saw what Miles pretty much could do, and you know what I'm saying, and pretty much could hold his own. Hell, he manhandled Goblin. That alone is enough. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, from what Peter saw, he really realized he wasn't needed. Plus, pretty much after all of this is pretty much over and done with, I mean, Peter even, again, he specifically said, like, the Spider-Man, the whole thing, everything that represented him, pretty much gave pain and suffering to those around him. So, you know what I'm saying, but with someone else to take up the mantle, Peter could finally live a normal life, a life with MJ, a life, you know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I would go so far as to say that this is the best Ultimate Spider-Man storyline, or pretty much the best Spider-Man storyline, period. Now, will I get massive flack for this? Possibly, most definitely, because again, a lot of people online has been just railing this damn story. I'm not gonna lie to you, but my personal experience, this story is amazing. I love it. It's amazing. I love it. That's not much else I can say about it. But what do you guys think in the comments down below? What do you guys think of the Ultimate Spider-Man revival storyline? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know and give me your actual, you know what I'm saying, explanation. I don't care if it's gonna be a long ass paragraph, might as well do it, you know what I'm saying? Just give me your take, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, like this video, comment down below, share this video across the screen, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This is PlaySX signing out, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!